Welcome back, friends. You can see we got to 49. Something you didn't see, the only one I didn't record was the spinning gold. It was a free one, and we got $2.50 for coming first. So unfortunately, I was going to record it and then didn't win it. Anyway, that's why this little jump. I was about 47 before. All right, 10's going to raise. And welcome back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Trying to share the journey. We have a really finding it really hard at the moment. Just trying to stay afloat. I'm going to float just because we're in position. If we hit a 10, it's easy. Right now, we could probably shove 10s here. Pretty tight. But I'm going to over shove. He's going to fold over pairs. Oh, he won't fold over pairs, but he might fold aces and kings. We hit a set anyway. All right. Plus, if we're wrong, we can definitely get, the 10 come out like it did. Or we can get the straight, which helps as well. Hey, Queen 10, just get a check here. Definitely not giving up. We'll see what he does here on the end. We'll probably, if he bets again, we'll probably, Queen 10. Yeah, if he bets again, maybe we fold. All right, ace jack suited, got position. All right, get a 3-bet ace 8. All right, we'll call. Still got the ace. Pocket 3's got position. Bet's relatively high. All right, we'll let go. Fold. Gonna fold 3s. The only thing I was thinking about there was whether or not we call one more, even though he's probably obviously got a king. But then if we do have a 3 on the turn, do we get paid? But I decided not to. All right, ace 4 gonna fold. All right, so we've actually got a lot of hands that we do beat here. King highs. We're actually gonna bet for value here. And queen jack. All right, we got a pair. All right, we'll bet again. We'll bet this one. We check the flop. And hopefully he calls and checks the river. We just don't want to send to the heart there, though. He could have straights. He could have flushes. All right, we'll check behind. Could be slow playing. All right, so we've made some value from an ace high. And hopefully everyone's going well. Hopefully we can get back into the 50s today. And that would be really good. I know it's been a hard-fought battle. All right, we'll bet he didn't 3-bet us, so king hits our range. He's going to fold out a lot. We do have a gut shot. Going to bet again. Unfortunately, didn't get the queen. If we got the queen, then the joke's on him. So we'll let it go. We'll call 1 with the 8s. You just never know on the river. If we hit the river, it's good times. He's trying to be sneaky. Trying to be sneaky with his gut shot. So that was definitely a big hand to win, especially from out of position. You know things are looking good when that happens. Ace 10. So thinking about it while I wasn't playing, still two of the biggest leaks in my game is probably overcalling on the river, which we've subdued at the moment. We've slowed that down. C betting, probably C betting too much. That's when you'll see a lot of you'll see a lot of my sessions where it looks like I'm going really well with the all-ins, but I'm actually burning a lot of money with the C betting. All right, hit trips. There is all in. All right, I'll fold, but I'm not gonna like it. All right, we'll raise. If he's got a book, he's got a book. If he's got a king queen, we're gonna go to Value Town. And then we bet it big again. Hopefully he just calls with his king queen. Goes all in, we've got an issue, but be quite sick if he actually has a flush. And we played it quite big as well. So less likely he's going to try and bluff us. Queen 10's a fold. Jack 10, probably going to call. No, actually not going to call. Multi-way pot. Was thinking about defending against the big blind though. Reason why you don't call there is the rake, and plus you're out of position with a shit hand. You're gonna get your opponent's gonna hit Jack, Ace Jack, when you've got Jack 10, and you're just gonna be calling out of position. It's just not really good at all. All right, 10s will defend. 10-7. Friend pocket 10s. This could be a good hand for us. Okay, you gotta bet here with 6s. See what happens. Use position. He's gonna bet there with his entire range. All right, we're gonna try and take a stab at it and win this one. 10 still could be good. He could have ace high as well. I think betting there on the turn was a mistake. Oh, actually, it turns out it wasn't. Scratcher said that. We made his draws pay. So it was the right play. Because my thinking was, you can't just put a jack in his hand. And then if we slow play there, his draws were going to catch up. And as you could see, that's what happened. Or what could have happened. All right, kings. And then if it bets the river, I guess you have to looking at what draws turned up, what he's actually trying to represent. Would a jack really play that way? Wouldn't they have raised? Especially when the flush draw coming along. Like he should have probably raised us on the turn. Yeah, he isolates us against the, if we just in case we've got a jack and he's got like ace jack, or if he's got a book. But I guess the book wouldn't have to really raise that because they're not defending the hand where they have the actual nuts, where you don't have to defend with the nuts. You just play a bit trappy with the nuts. That's why in certain circumstances you see that people actually have the absolute nuts or nothing at all. And gut shot gonna bet it. We'll just check behind to give it up. Sixes. Should we have bet again? I don't know, maybe we should have bet again. Alright, I got pocket fives. We'll defend Queen Jack in position. We do have a gut shot here. Get a free card. Alright, Jacks are raising. I think checking behind is fine as well. Yeah, betting Queen Jack there, just trying to get rid of ace highs, king highs to fold there. Okay, King Jack. Do we raise? He's very tight, isn't he? I'm going to fold it. He looks pretty tight. So I wanted to squeeze, but decided not to. Plus, we're going to be out of position. Not the greatest. All right, 8-5 suited, A7 suited, offsuit. All right, we'll defend 8-7. Definitely not a great board for us. Defended 8-7 offsuit. I know it's a trashy hand, but usually you know exactly where you're at. Typically. All right, 8-7's gone. Yeah, 10-5, 8-7, 8-6. Ooh, pocket aces on the button. Typically everyone folds to us though. Grr. They must have had anything decent. Sometimes feels like the case. All right, a queen does hit our range. There's a lot of other cards here as well. Probably could have checked there on the flop. Hands in position. I think he's baby betting a 10. A queen, sorry. I'll let go. Probably shouldn't have bet there. In position with ace king. Got a gut shot back door. Alright, we'll just jam. He could have it. Not either, like that. I'll bet ace 10. Nothing on the river, unfortunately. Could be just a chop. Cashing out. If he gets it, he gets it. Not really worried. Oh, yeah, pocket 9, so with the other hand. Alright, nice. 10s hold up. Not really sick. Pocket 10s is actually a really good hand. Even if I bet the flop, bet the turn, maybe he jams. He's got a gut shot as well with the 9s. I don't think we could really play it differently. I just think, or the only other way, we could have probably jammed pre-flop to get him to fold. All right, doing some tight folding on the small blind. We just don't want our opponent to our big blind to call. We're just totally not doing great. If he calls, we're stuffed. I just want to see a fold. God, thick. Hopefully he's got a king. Can't fold, I guess. Should have folded. Dickhead. That was a dickhead move. That was so obvious. I should have folded that one. Alright. Time for a reset there. Too busy thinking about the other hand. Alright, reset. 9s. Mine's on the button. Alright, we'll call. See what small blind does. Of course he jams. Alright, I'm just gonna call. Not happy with it though. We do come in with the best hand. Sometimes having a bit of... He's drawing dead. Beautiful. Alright, that hits our range. 9-8 hits our range. He did open up. Alright, throw a bet in. Try and take it down. We'll defend 5-4. We'll bet the 6, the jack, only because there's a lot of nasty river cards. We'll value bet ourselves there. 5-4, I'm not going to bluff. Yeah, maybe he folded 10s or 9s or... Still really annoyed at myself that I called that river before with ace jack. Should never really play a big pot with ace jack there. Terrible. And probably a little bit annoyed at the other hands as well. Alright, got a gut shot. Get it out eventually. Alright, let it go. Alright, so he just does a big bet there, trying to get rid of our draws, which he did. It saves our money. Alright, we have a straight. Bet it. We'll 3-bet queen 9 suited, why not? Alright, so we're going to bet here and try and win the hand like we did. Nice. Had a backdoor flush, but they didn't come out on the turn. So I could have still had the best hand. Our opponent could have been drawing. Backdoor with ace 2. We'll try and get there as cheap as we can. Got a call. If he's got king high or ace high, we're in front. It's actually quite funny. Alright, so he got 9. King 10, jack 9. Pocket 3 is beautiful. Yeah, ace 5 will let go from the small blind. Yeah, ace 10 suited, we probably could raise as a bluff. Alright, we'll defend queen 10 in position. Try and win it with queen 10. Gotta play fit and fold a lot. Hopefully he just shoves all in and we just snap it off. We got not flush. Snaps us off. Wow, ace high. Because with ace high, I think we were bluffing. Fair enough. We did check there on the. We did check there on the turn. All right, so really needed that. Really needed that. We'll call. All right, so calling the chop here pretty much. Not a great idea. Okay, people are giving us freebies, which is nice. A lot of good turn cards. We could probably even check raise there, maybe. Because you got 5, a heart comes out. We have a gut shot and a flush draw then. I bet here going for the flush. Oh, wow. Folds an ace, wow. They had ace rag. Pretty tight. But he knows that we're pretty tight too, so he respects our range. Just never bluffing though. Alright, we'll call. Alright, we'll let go. It's just, he could be valuing himself there with ace high, but probably not twice in a row. You'd expect him to have a stab on the turn and then check the river. You just don't expect to see much there after we call him. Also, we're just trying to get an ace or a king on the turn. Or on the river, sorry. Which we missed. Alright, got kings. Alright, all 4 bet kings. Alright, got 10s here. Not a great board for us. He could have a lot of 2 pairs though. If he jams here, we've got a call. Yeah, if he jams there, we've got a call. Ace comes out in the river, so like he probably folded. Alright, we'll squeeze in position with king queen. Ace check off suit. Still upset the last hand. That was so dumb. Alright. Hits our range, we've got a gut shot, so if he calls, we could hit the jack. On the river. That's fine. Because if he calls there, we could probably just check behind as well. Alright, folding out of position. Up ace 8. Yeah, against earlier positions, we're playing a little bit tighter. Ace 2 typically isn't a great hand because, like you saw me fold it before, because when 3, 4, 5 comes out and we hit a straight, the bigger straights, someone else might have a bigger straight as well. Out of position, we'll let go. Alright, we've got 7-6 suited, got position, beautiful. We'll call. Got position. Beautiful. We'll raise it up with 8-7. He calls. Queen hits our range. If he's got just 2 overcard, oh, if he's got ace king, it's going to be even hard for him to call there too. 5s in the small blinds. Hold ace 3. Ooh, ace king. Probably could have 3-betted 5s. Alright, we'll donk it and see what happens. Hey, look, we've got aces and kings. 5s are going to go again. Just get rid of his overcards. Fives hold up. Beautiful. All right, ace queen. Come on. We'll call fives, but we're out of position. Ace queen, gonna bluff it. All right, if he's got a jack, he's got a jack. All right, snap it off. Got him. He tried bluffing us. Yeah, perfect. Love it when a good plan works. Yeah, he probably feels really silly too. We've all been in those spots, haven't we? And this is a spot we check or we raise. It's got no showdown value. Perfect. And five's gonna call one more. Yeah, the reason why we three bet, we raised there with the flush draw. It's our showdown value is just not great. All right, did not four bet ace king, which is fine. Bit deeper stack as well. Do a position with ace king. We could have the best hand here. You could have queens, jacks, and it's going to check here a lot with these queens, jacks, and tens. Could also have aces. Or ace 10. The reason why I checked behind there, if he had queens, I think everything else typically slows down. Calling in position with king jack suited. No heart, which is a problem. All right, we've got a book. Bet small. Hey, pocket tens. If I call here, we know exactly where we're probably going to be. Tens are raising it up, doing for a squeeze. Still could have the best hands here with the 9. Tens, definitely going to have a stab at it. All right, we'll call. All right, so value bets us. Tens hold up nice. But yeah. Probably should have folded with the 9, but as played, you never know. That's another scenario too, because we actually called someone bluffing. We don't want to be in that trap of overcalling that spot now. Yeah, trapping here, top set. All right, just gotta jam it. Did you get a call? You could have a set. Maybe I was a bit too greedy. Just a little bit. All right, we'll bet bottom pair. Ooh, bet again. Love this setup. All right, we've got a set of fours. All right, we'll bet again. If he raises us, we're going to fold. But he'll definitely call us with a queen or a jack. Perfect. Or, yeah, queen or a jack. All right, I'll try and get him off that hand. What happened here? We had a 5 on the river. Just betting it like we've got aces or kings. He's going to fold out a lot, hopefully. If he jams, we're in shit, obviously. Fours, unfortunately, you get a call. Perfect. Ace on the river as well. Really just putting his mediocre hands to the test. He might have just had a pocket pairs, but not on the top end because he would have full bet. We got nines. But we wanted to see another 9. Damn it. Alright, he should have a king or a jack here. Yeah, ace queen. King hits our range. Should get a lot of folds. Ace 10. Let's open up. Ace jack all around. Bogey hand for the day. Okay, ace jack suited. Okay, we hit 2 pair with a backdoor. Probably should have just checked there because he didn't 3-bet us. 4 for 4. I'm going to call. Perfect. Could have called with the fours just because if we didn't have a club, we could have been getting a flush. Looks horrible, but when you get the flush and they don't have a flush card, I decided against it. Let's attack the cutoff. Deep stacked here. What do we look like anyway? 9%. We look pretty solid. So you got top pair. You could have a flush. Good bluffing as well. All nines. People play pretty badly against check. And king, queen. Build the pot up. King 8. We need a 10. It's not great. We'll fold king, queen out of position. 8 on the river. Looks like king queen was going to be a disaster anyway. So lucky. 7-5 probably could have opened. It's a weekend session. Looks like we've bounced back pretty good so far. Unfortunately, we wasted a bit of money though. All right, I'll just flat here with ace jack, try and keep all these trashy suited club hands in. But unfortunately, we didn't hit anything here. All right, we'll value bet. He could have a queen here. Could have pockets. Pretty small bet. Oh, he calls. we'll check. We got ace, but okay, we got two pair. We'll check raise. Hopefully, this one. All right, we'll snap it off, but he could have a four. It happens. All right, we'll leave this table. And we'll leave this one as well. So obviously we're in the 50s now, even though we had that ace jack hand. Yes, I mentioned it again. So pissed about it. At 6, we're in position, but no, can't really. Could have 3-betted 7th. Probably not 3-betting, there's a mistake. Because we now allow the blinds in, plus the blinds squeeze, we're still in a bad spot, regardless. We'll call 1. Hoping it'd slow down. He didn't 3-bet, so that means he's got a mediocre hand, marginal hand. But I was hoping just to get the 7. Get a set. And unfortunately, we didn't. And sometimes people slow down. In 10. All right, 5s hold up. Sometimes they do. All right, we'll bet this one. We got diamond. It is a bluff. It is a semi bluff as well. We've turned our hand into a semi bluff there. All right, we'll just call 4s. Try and set it up. Literally, and all right, ace king. All right, this hits our range, doesn't hit his, but doesn't mean it doesn't hit him. He's got a lot. He's got a lot in his range. All right, check raise this one. He could have 2 pairs. Ah, he didn't bet. Must have trash. 6 on the river. Maybe we could have bluffed at it. 4s. We won. Nice. All right, we'll bet like I got a king. Hey, he played it pretty good. I'll give him that. He played that good. We were just going to check behind. Pretty standard play. Against a good player, probably should fold that one. All right, king, queen, pocket 6s. Let's go. Ace 8 suited. What position or not? Yeah, we'll bet him out. Should get a free card. Yeah. Ace high wins, that's the problem. Gotta win this hand. I just can't think. I just think he's gonna fold there a lot. Maybe we should have barreled. We should have barreled. Yeah, should have barreled there. because we still had equity. So, and we're always gonna have a problem with showdowns. We were just hoping to hit the flush, but looking at it too, we had a little bit of reverse implied odds because he had ace king, we had king queen. Three betting against the tight range here. Well, actually, 10 hands, can't really count that. All right, ace nine, hit the ace. We'll just check it here. Value bet that one. Same way he did when he had ace jack against us, another guy. Ace king. Open up ace eight suited. Got position, beautiful. Everyone folds, even better. If everyone folded every hand, that'd be really good. It'd be very slow, but it's a sure thing. Just can't call with a mediocre low suited connected hand. Could be dominated. Need a really strong hand if you hit a 5. You could be folding out too much. Even worse when you've got two players. 10-9 suited. Yeah. Let's raise king. Okay, need a 10. Alright, we're defending here with 10-9 suited. Yeah, I think he had a queen there, but alright, pause. Alright, there's king. Rebetting. Alright, we'll flat. We'll make a bad call with 4s. Ha, we can try and bluff this. Alright, queens. Alright, 4s we use position there. Ace king ain't gonna win. Queens hit a set. Couldn't really slow play it though. Wow, ace king won there too. Didn't think we were gonna win that hand. Things aren't looking too bad at the moment. Ace 6 suited, we folded under the gun. Which is not a mistake. It's pretty tight though. Alright, we'll flat 8. If everyone checks here, we might have a stab. Nah, the queen's come out. It was another brick. If it was a brick or something like that, we might. He could have jacks, he could have queens, kings. Did 3-bet and jam it. There is missed draws, and it's going to call it. It was only a little bit extra. Raise king wins pre. Expensive bet though. By daddy. Right, well, flat 8's 4. We'll play risky though. Check raise ace four. Out of position, so why not? Good for play. 14-14. Just gonna fold. We have a lot of great turn cards, but it's gonna be so expensive if we hit a draw. You to get denied so much equity there. Jack might even better you. All right, we'll bet one. Really thin value, maybe as king trash. New hand. That is the one problem when you reset the tables. Is you find yourself on losing tables now. All right, look at nines. Open end up, I can't. If he's got ace king, we're screwed. We just had a set straight away. All right, three betting ace queen. Just floating ace queen suited. Yeah, probably should have bet the flop actually. Trying to keep his trashy hands in though. I could raise this one, but there's a book out there. Got to be a little bit vigilant. All right, we'll value bet this one. All right, nice little hand. Ace queen. Grip sevens really didn't get anything. Could possibly defend it, but don't want to get too carried away. Twos, pocket sixes now. Right, so we've still got another hour. Play if we need to. We can always play until we think we aren't playing any more optimal. All right, we'll just call because this guy's very tight. That's 7. 4,000 hands. Wow. All right, we'll flat. Ace 10 3 betting here. I think our 3 betting range is going up. No, it's still 9%. Feels a bit trappy, doesn't it? When they bet one big blind. All right, eights are gone. In position. Ugh. Three bets a lot. All right, it's got to go. There's something fishy going on there. All right, we'll call ace 10 suited. All right, pocket aces. In the big blind, we'll raise it. Hopefully get 4 betted. Jams all in, go all out. We got what we deserved with the ace-10 suited. Probably should have just folded. No slowing down with aces. They got a set. They got a set. King queen will pay. Continue the aggression with ace king. Don't mind see folds and win on the flop. Win's a win. Trying to get outdrawn. Aces again. Alright, we'll bet this one. You could have a 10 in his range. Alright, we don't have a diamond. We can't afford another one. Wow. No diamond, but he got a 10. We essentially could have turned our hand into a bluff there. Even though he's got a 10, I don't know if he could call with no diamond. Unless... No, he didn't have... I was just checking to see if he actually had a book, but he didn't. He jams all in, doesn't want a piece of it. What a board. Alright, I've got ace jack. Is out. We're in. 3-bet, 7-6 suited. Why not? We have no right in this hand now, but king hits our range. Alright, I'm not falling for that one. A lot of people have ace king, ace queen in the big blind, or at least pocket pair. All right, ace jack's gone. Queen jack. Yeah, another fold. Ace king wins. All right. King queen, queen jack. Value bet the river. We might have called with pocket tens or nines. Question is, do we flat? Let's raise it up with ace king. Everyone's in the hand. All right, I think he's got a bigger flush, lesser flush. Unfortunately, he doesn't. King hits our range. Why not? Do we get equity here with the 10? But he has our hand, unfortunately. All right, kings. Right, fives are going. Short, he's too short. Too short to call there. Thanks for wasting our time. All right, we'll get a call here. We had a lot. We had the flush, but we're blushing. Let's see if he calls. He's got a 9, so be it. Got pocket 5s. Yuck. Okay, top pair, good kicker. Middle pair. Ace hurts. The heart even hurts now too. We're going to bluff it though. King, queen, middle pair. 2 pair, but I like to look at that hand. Multi-way pot as well. All right, got a gut shot with queen jack. Even better. All right, queen jack and a check raise. Hey, flush draw. Gonna raise it up. We don't have any showdown value. Perfect. I didn't call. It's a shame. S4's defending, but a great board for us. Check raising 2s, maybe it's the go. We'll just have a go. Have a crack with 2s. All right, got ace king. Playing like we've got a set here. No, we bought the story. Or sold the story, I mean. Not bought the story. All right. Yeah, we'll bet again. All right, ace king we've missed. Just let go. It's fine. Goes all in. It's cool. Quads. Cockhead. Ah, quads. We call kings, queens, a jack call. There is a lot that calls. I mean, a lot that can shove there. It's hard to fold that spot. All right. We need to call there, but be very careful. Check raise with ace jack. We do have a straight. Serious. We do have a straight, but he's saying he's got better. Love to see that check. Ah. Alright, gut shot. Hit a downward turn big time. Get a free card with king queen. Oversized bet. We don't even beat ace high. Jacks. Alright, we'll see bet sevens. Also jacks 3 betting. Because he calls. Wow, what's he calling with? Jesus. How could he call that flop? You know you're not running great when that happens. Alright, let's leave the table. And then we reanalyze because we've just lost a bit, which is not great. All right, we'll bet fours here just because we can win on the flop. We're just gonna see what our bankroll looks like at this stage. We were above 50, but I think we're only going to be like mid 40s to low 40s now. Yeah, so we're at 45. We're at 45. We've still got a fair bit to go, but what a turnaround to the session. We're going to still play, but just reset. So annoying. We're in the 50s as well. So we just treat it like a reset kind of thing in a mid-session. Really annoying. But anyway, let's still think we can't fold those aces. Do we check behind maybe? Still think we can't. Maybe find a fold, but kings, queens, jacks seem to just, we'll probably shove there a lot. Or a set of jacks it would have been because there was a jack on the board. But kings and queens, I think jam. And folding. Top pair, good kicker. Get some value from some king jacks. King jacks. Queen jacks, I mean. Alright, we'll bet here with ace king. A lot of ace highs, king highs. Could call the best hand. Alright, flush draw with top pair, top kicker. We'll build the pot up. Continue to build the pot up. We're still defending against other hands like open ender. What's better? Unfortunately, we didn't hit our heart. He's got a bet here, and he's probably got a set. We'll check behind. Yeah. Okay. Don't think we could go anywhere there. All right, we'll bet the two. Same thing again. We don't really have showdown value. King 8. Aces. All right, so we'll snap this off. Everyone else is welcome to call. Sixes. Watch the six come out. Yes, I'm looking bad now. We're not cashing out. We're going to stick to our plan. Still not cashing out. Even if the six comes out, who cares? So nice. That was well needed. And you can tell some people just... All right, Jack's going to bet here. Hopefully get folds from everyone else. Middle pair. We'll bet it. We'll bet, we'll call. We have a set. Raise it up. Do we fold a set with against the hearts? I think so. Easy fold. The board paired up would have been nice for us, but you want the seven of hearts. We've got a call. An ace. Pocket sixes, alright, so we got some good value there. Against the bad hand. Alright, 3-bet ace queen. Some value here from weaker aces, hopefully. Hopefully an ace 10. Alright, we'll call. Really need that jack to come out. Going anywhere with ace 7 though, for the time being. Alright, we'll try and bluff it. No jack. Queen 10's gone. Pocket jacks, pocket threes. We can 3-bet. Alright, we'll bet. Do have a gut. Oh, we've got an open ender. Not the worst C bet in the world. Could be behind there as well a lot of the time. We'll call one. If he's got a queen and if we hit the 3, it would be a beautiful thing. Alright, ace king. Pretty really nice. Just can't see pocket threes holding. Jack has a straight as well. Jack has a straight. Oh, we could bluff it. Multiple pot though. Maybe we could have bluffed it. Backdoor with the ace of hearts. We'll float it. That's big. Strange. Yeah, he's got a queen. He did give us a free card though, so we can't complain. Good call. Alright, six is gone. I only called because I knew we were behind, but if we had a six, I think some people get sticky with ace. Flat. Could have jacks. Ah, kings, damn it. Same thing again with sixes. Unfortunate with the queens. I thought maybe a jacks or that shot. No, he had a gut shot. Pocket aces. Pocket eights. He's 10 suited. Yeah, he might have kings, might have jacks. He's got kings, we're fucked. Perfect. Yeah. Whoops. Do we lose value? I don't know. Get call the river with ace 10 maybe. Balls are gonna go. And two eggs, what the hell? Someone's a little bit annoyed. Alright, so bit of a win there. Was thinking about three betting, but with a squeeze. Probably reasonable to be fair, but alright, if he checks here, we're stealing it. Also, we hit a four as well. Yeah. Also, we had a gut shot with three. Three comes out. Alright, hits our range, why not? But multi-way pot. Gonna try and get some value on the river with the a7 hand. Don't think we can fold here. We can. Alright, we're folding easy fold. On razors, easy fold. It might have called the 47% up guy. Oh, I got a flat kings with deep stacked. All right, we'll call him anyway. Fucking ace 8, cunt. Ah, shit. What do I get for not full betting? Brr. Always full bet. Open ender. Free card. Here's a bloody hand. Don't call, but we did check raise. So we're playing the flush. All right, set. Let's just get paid, please. Or just fold. Fives. All right. Greedy there. Bluff it and see what happens. Oh, Cura. He's deep stacked again. Oh, King 9's gone. Ace 10, let's go. Okay, that one. X. Kings. It's been a great 24 hours for Kings, hasn't it? All right, we'll have to full bet. He jams is calling. Have queens or jacks. Just as long as we avoid the ace on the flop. All right, we'll try and risk it for the biscuit. What? Fortunate. Ah, you always get a fold. Queens, but eights as well. Full bet the queens. Yeah, jacks or tens were dead. Right, hits our board. Fives. Just can't. Just can't raise. All bet into the ace there. Multi-way pot. I just don't know what's going on. King on the river. Maybe we get a fold if we stab on the turn. Jack 10. All three bet a7 suited. Try and steal it with a8-7. Ah, no diamond. Ace high maybe. That's when they got bottom baby pairs. All right, we'll raise. But the flush didn't come out, but it looked like he was just messing around with us. Back 9. Still got to defend with king 7 though. Bit deeper stacked. All cool. No club, so we'll let it go. Call. And we're gonna just hopefully someone just jams here. We should have the best hands. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. That is shit. That is shit. Really? That's a bad beat. The one card you don't want to see. Ugh. I guess the only thing we could have done there was jam it and then cash out. But we haven't been cashing out regardless anyway, so makes no difference. All right, we'll value bet the river. Maybe he's got a king or a queen. Heck no, I'm going to call out a position. Do have a lot of turn cards. I don't think the jack really helps us here. Won the club. Ace 10. Nice. Real issue with ace 10. Gonna hold. Obviously not. It doesn't look good, so we'll fold it. Gut shot with the top pair. Bit of a dead board, so we'll bet. Need that 2 to come out. Alright, we'll value bet this one. Maybe they've got like they've hit. They could have a better ace still. 2 pair, wow, okay. Alright, ace queen's gone. It's big. Maybe he's got queen jack. Gets a straight. Who's king 9? We'll value bet the river. Went to say a 2, but yeah, value bet and get a queen to call maybe. 2's going to try and stab and win the hand. Perfect. And ace 4. Just going to fold at this go. 2's tried stabbing, but no, it didn't get the fold. Huh, okay. Beautiful. And we're still playing semi alright, regardless of the bad chatter. Gut shot, we'll bet it up, see what happens. Unfortunately missed, but the reason why we bet the turn, if he calls and then we hit, we can definitely put in a big bet or a raise. And maybe get better hands to fold as well. Alright, a lot of folding going on. Ace 9. We'll defend with ace 9 in position. Backdoor. In the fold. You could have ace queen, ace 10. That beats us on the showdown. open up Queen 10. We only got a second pair here. Not gonna be good sometimes. We'll bet and see if he calls with tens maybe, or jacks, or nines, or sixes. So there was a little bit of a thin value bet, very tiny. But we do have that going for us. We've still made a few plays in between. Been very unlucky, that when we booked it and that I don't know, I got canna fed. That was terrible. Hits out of range. Remember we three betted here. Some people don't think that way, and if we hit the 8 on the turn, we're just getting all in. But he loves his ace, so probably bet there as well. Got King Jack were in front. Alright, so he didn't 3-bet pre-flop. The king hits our range. Let's do it. Hold out his pocket pairs. Buying position with 10-9. Ooh, ace-5. Bit of gut shot. Bluffing with sixes. What am I doing? Glad it worked. Alright, sixes. Get a call. Nice. Small bet. Let's see if we get call. Tens. Oh, what? That's sick on the river. That was sick on the river. Yeah, sixes. Maybe bet too big there. King hits our range. Gut shot. Gonna bet it. Get a free card, hopefully. We'll call 4 for 4. Fours are gone. Yeah, I was only calling that just to get trips, but terrible play. We need to sort of reset a little bit again. Three bets. Ooh, we should have full bet there. Could have been a 4-betting spot since he loves stealing. Kings. All right, queens, jacks. Real call. Could have a set. Takes his time, maybe. We'll cash out. I'm sick of. Oh, we cashed out at the right time as well. Oof. Sometimes when things aren't happening your way, you cash out. All right, beautiful. He felt like a bit of a dick. Yeah, I wanted to call there before too suited. Wanted to do something stupid, but glad they didn't allow it. I will flat ace queen, see what happens. King queen, playing out of position. Okay, raises, we'll just get out of the way. We got a C bet there a lot. We call. It's pretty tough, isn't it? Sevens misclick. Alright, we got queens in the small blind. Alright, ace king against the cutoff. Had some interesting. Okay, beautiful. Also, that could be the value bet against other weaker aces and kings, king highs. Hopefully, he just checks. If he calls, he wins, and so be it. Alright, sometimes you just gotta go with it and hope. It's a range, but we should probably have not C bet there. Fold, it's a bonus. I'm disgraced with that bet, actually. It's fold. No, it's a tight fold, but sniff a queen. Let's see. He might have an ace. Actually, bet an ace. Not sure. He's worried about the five. He missed a value bet there, but I don't think we call. Jack three, open ender, but missed. 7-6, never a doubt. Who's he gonna call? Do some set mining. Ugh. Tens and aces. You might call with kings, queens, or jacks here. Got shot with tens. I didn't get a call. We tried so hard. When you have top set like that, it's very hard for your opponent to have anything. He's got to fold out so much. Alright. Just going to fold, although... should have called. Should have called on one. That was our hand to win. Yeah, it was definitely our hand to win. Over with an ace. Oh, no. No. Oh, man. There goes 2 spots, begging. Did have a late night last night. Alright. Not going to defend 8-2. In 3, but we do have a guard, like, if he's beat a 10. We're in a good position. Yeah, that hurts. Probably 2 hands there we could have won. He's all in, but all 3. Pretty thin if we bet there any calls. Don't think we can go anywhere with ace king drawing to a diamond. Goes all in though. I don't know. We're in a tough spot. Having to get a free card. This jam's all in. Okay, we needed that. Bit of confidence. Yeah. Alright, gut shot, backdoor flush. I have to call. Ace 2. Should be alright, but damn it. He calls. We got it. It's a split. Alright. Definitely happening, that's for sure. Poor on the turn. Should have called. It's all happening. This misclicks, fucking cards hitting, missing, not fucking winning, still winning pots somehow, and far out. It's all a shit show. What can I say? Couldn't bet there. He could have been chasing a flush game. Board pairs not great for us. Free card. All right, we got a hero. Let's recycle. Just recycling. We're actually down now. And it's because we've not been. Oh, I missed those misclick on the set of kings. Got 2 or 3 hands. Realistically, if we're doing that, we probably shouldn't be playing. Yeah, frustrating. Could have been an easy win this session. We're just not playing great. We're tired. Let's sleep late. This has left the radio on during the night as well. Doesn't help. All right. Okay. All right. We'll stop it at that. We'll catch you next time. Looks like it hasn't upgraded. Hopefully, it means that we've still got a couple more. So it says 43. It might adjust again. We'll not know. We'll just say it's 43, 44. But we'll have to call it because even winning tables, we're doing stupid folds as well. That's just the way it goes. We had a few crazy hands where we just unfortunately didn't win as well. But yeah, what else can I tell you? It's poker, isn't it? All right, see you guys.